Step in the ring, if you ready, let's go. Ay, casual wrestling community show. You already know, talking WWE. Keep it rolling and hosted by Notorious Nerdy D.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, the Casual Wrestling Community YouTube page proudly presents to you WWE Network 101, the WWE documentary watch-along show. Each and every week we pick a documentary to watch along as the community and have an open discussion. There is a clock in the top left corner of your screen if you want to seek up your Peacock to our feed. If not, just sit back and enjoy. I have no clue what we're going to be talking about. It may get off topic. We are monitoring the YouTube live chat. Looks like there's nobody there right now, but this is a pilot episode, so who cares? Feel free to chime in the chat. There's a good chance that this show goes off the rails at any point in time, so if you're not the type of person who likes talking during your movie, this is probably not the show for you. Lauren?
Yeah.
Tonight we are watching WWE Evil Episode 1, Hollywood Hulk Hogan.
I'm excited.
Let's see. Produced by WWE legend John Cena. Hulk Hogan, the ultimate hero, betrays his fans and beliefs to go Hollywood as the third man and leader of the NWO. Hogan turns the sports entertainment world upside down, igniting a battle for brand supremacy during the famed Monday Night War. I have a very limited knowledge of Hollywood Hulk Hogan or Hulk Hogan in general. Jay knows wrestling's here.
What up, Jay?
What's up, Jay? Yeah, this is gonna be interesting to me. I have no clue what we're getting into here.
I'm excited because I only know him from like Hogan Knows Best and like
you have reality TV Hulk Hogan knowledge
and like WrestleMania. Seen him there.
I didn't watch WCW, so I don't have that knowledge of him, and he predates my WWE watching. I watched more during the Attitude Era with The Rock, Stone Cold, Undertaker, those guys. We'll go ahead and get started here, though. You got that clock ready over there.
Right, you tell me.
I got this clock ready over here.
Ready?
I'm hitting
3,
go.
2, okay, we're going.
Is that clock going?
Yeah, it's going.
All right, we're live here, and hopefully the sound doesn't bleed through.
We'll see what happens.
We're kind of figuring this out as we go.
So I'm probably going to ask you like 50 million questions
Good.
about like
I need something to talk about
because I have no idea. But so one thing that does never cease to amaze me about him is that like he's totally bald on top, right? And he wears that cap thing to cover up his bald spot.
Yeah, he's always kind of worn the bandana, but I don't believe he was bald always. I think that's a later in life thing.
Well, I mean, I know that, but like, is there like a certain point where he just got to let it go?
Yeah, I mean, I let it go a long time ago. So I would say yes. There's definitely a time you got to let it go.
Yeah. It happens.
It's interesting. So it's interesting we're starting with Hulk Hogan.
Okay.
Because that's one I don't have. I mean, I have almost no knowledge about, so I'll be watching a lot of this.
Hulkamania.
So they're going to tell the backstory, but you understand kind of what happened, right?
No, I have no idea what happened. Like,
so Hulk was the like all-American wrestler. He was like everybody's favorite wrestler.
Well, Hulkamania.
Then he left WWE and went to WCW, and it came to be that he was a bad guy. And I'm sure that's exactly what they're going to explain during this.
Okay. So like yellow and red Hulk Hogan is good Hulk Hogan?
It's what?
It's good Hulk Hogan?
Yeah, yellow and red is good Hulk Hogan.
So that's WWE, right?
Yeah, that was in WWE.
American made.
And some of it, I think, even predates.
That?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know where he started. I don't know nothing about him.
Bruce Pritchard.
I like how he has like high-rise underwear.
See, he's got hair there. Well, no, it's still kind of balding.
It's thinning, though. I mean,
it's thinning out.
I wonder how old he is there.
He reminds me of the guy who plays Patrick in SpongeBob.
Yes, he does, for sure.
Dauber from Coach.
I didn't know that's who that
You
was.
didn't watch Coach?
No, I didn't watch Coach. I mean, I know who Coach is, but like, I was watching MTV. Real World, what it was. Hulkamania. So I see all the fans and stuff like that. Do you think that it was crazier then or now?
Yeah, so back then, and I heard someone talking about this earlier today, there wasn't all the internet shit where you could come in and figure out what was going on and have an idea. So it was all real back then to people. When you showed up, you had no clue what was about to happen.
I guess that's true. You had to wait and see.
There wasn't social media.
Okay. Who the fuck is that guy?
That's Jimmy Hart. That's one of the greatest managers of all time. He used to carry around a megaphone. And he'd
Jimmy
yell.
Hart.
Oh my God.
Did he always look like that?
He makes Mr. T look small. I don't think I ever realized that he was that much bigger than Mr. T.
I didn't either. I pity the fool, right?
They're saying his colors were the same as McDonald's.
That's fucking genius. I mean, so he did all these commercials.
Yeah,
and
so
stuff?
he had all these like advertisements. He had cartoons and things like that. I mean, he was the biggest thing in wrestling. That's why, like, I'll get a lot of comments and videos of people. Wait, wait, AC Slater's here.
AC.
Why is AC Slater here?
Let's talk about AC Slater for a minute.
AC Slater is so growing up and watching Saved by the Bell, AC Slater was like a beast. He was the biggest person on TV. Like, he was a monster. Then as a grown adult, I see AC Slater, and he's one of the smallest men I've ever seen, and like dainty.
He's so pretty.
He's a pretty boy.
He did not age at all, though. He still looks like really good.
The people that WWE get to be in these documentaries is comical. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to make an edit of these documentaries and just slide myself in talking every so often and just see who notices. Like, because I mean, like Paul Rosenberg.
I don't know who some of these. I mean, I don't know who a lot of
Paul
these
Rosenberg
people are,
does this guy.
Who
He
is that
does
guy?
radio,
For what?
like hip hop radio, and he does a lot of like WWE pre-events and things like that. But it's just like they just pulled him out of hip hop radio.
Well, I mean, but like also like, let's get back to AC Slater. What does he have to do with wrestling?
Well, he was a wrestler at Bayside. He's Bayside Beast, baby.
Yeah, but that's
He was on the wrestling. He probably was a fan of wrestling.
I guess so. I don't know. Maybe somebody can tell me more. I don't know. I just don't equate, that with that. Who's this guy? That old guy?
I didn't see it.
The 80s. This footage reminds me of the Goldbergs.
Yeah, well, I mean that's kind of the
Right?
I think
that would
that's
be
kind of the
80s
time that
period.
this was happening.
Oh,
And
wonderful 80s.
like everything was pop culture was kind of transitioning into I know they said it, the counterculture stuff.
Yeah.
It wasn't like nobody was cheering for the hero anymore.
We would have been like the 90s babies, right?
We're 80s baby. I'm an
Well,
80s
like-
baby. I'm 85.
But we grew up in the 90s.
Well,
though.
your childhood would be in the 90s.
Yeah.
Look at
What is
that.
that?
Look at Commando,
I
Mr.
remember
Nanny.
that movie. So as a kid, I didn't know who he was. Like,
Oh, you didn't understand that he was a wrestler?
no, I just thought that this was a really cool movie and that he was the nanny. I remember going to see it at the drive-in. And we bought like Church's chicken and we sat in my dad's truck and watched it.
I got you.
But that's all I got to say about that. Hey, it's Scotty. What's up, Scotty?
Look at Vince.
Scotty says hi.
What's up, Scotty? I'm into this right here.
Yeah. What is Thunder in Paradise?
Look at that. Ooh,
Dude,
dang, he was
he's kind of like
slim.
the Miz before there was the Miz. The Miz does all these movies and stuff. Right?
Yeah, he would have been kind of the Miz and John Cena if you're trying to equate it to. I mean, I think he was even bigger than both of them.
Yeah.
Maybe John Cena, but I think like pop culturally, he was huge even outside of wrestling.
Okay.
So here we go. This was the Monday Night War here.
So WCW was not part of WWE, or it is the same thing?
two separate things. They were two different shows. TNT had WCW and
Okay.
USA had WWE.
And he went to WCW.
He left WWE to go to WCW.
But I saw Ric Flair on WCW.
They all did it. A lot of them did it.
And then they came back.
Yeah, well, I mean, I don't know if they're going to get into it, but eventually Vince McMahon buys WCW.
Oh, I did not know that. Wrestling knowledge. Thanks for the share, bro. All right.
This would be on the same level of like John Cena or Roman Reigns going to AEW.
Oh, okay.
Like
that's what he's talking about.
That's what it was. It was the biggest name in wrestling at the time.
I lied. There is one thing that I know about Hulk Hogan.
What's that?
It's that when there was like that whole steroids thing that was going on, supposedly he came on an interview and said, I never did steroids.
Okay.
And then it made shit blow up because everybody was like, bro,
I don't know.
you didn't.
I mean, I don't know if he did or didn't. I don't know enough about steroids to have an opinion on steroids.
That was just the one thing that I know. How I know that, I don't know, but I do.
That's a big man, though.
We share the same opinions. Let me know if I'm saying something wrong.
What are you talking about? Oh. Ooh.
What was that? That wasn't.
I don't know.
right?
He just threw baby powder in his face.
Was that a wrestler?
Yeah.
Is that
Is that the Iron Sheik?
No, Ricky. I don't know.
We're just going to throw out all these wrong names till I know because people are going to hate us.
It's the Shepherd.
But that's why this is the casual wrestling show because
I don't know who these people are.
it's the Shepherd.
It's the Shepherd. That's what it looked like to me, right? Like he needs to go get his sheep or
Yeah,
something.
it's the Shepherd.
I'm excited to see this because we're going to see some characters on there that are so different than them. Like
You're
what
gonna
I
see all
know
the
right
WCW
now.
people.
Ooh, is
There's
that
Macho
the same guy?
Man. Oh yeah. There's Jimmy Hart.
No, that's not Macho Man.
What?
That's the Slim Jim guy.
Yeah, it's Macho Man.
I know,
Macho
but
Man's the
that's-
Slim Jim. Slim
he's
to
the-
a Slim Jim. Oh yeah.
Yeah. See, these are things that are crazy that I
You
knew
are.
from
You're
my
gonna learn.
childhood.
We're both gonna learn.
Yep.
Who do you think Roman Reigns' next opponent is? It looks like it's gonna be Shinsuke Nakamura. That's what it looks like, and I don't think that's gonna end well for Shinsuke.
Yeah.
Poor
he's just gonna eat him
Shinsuke,
up.
especially without Boogs by his side.
I know. I was so sad when I saw Boogs.
That sucked.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
okay, there's Kevin Nash and Scott Hall. Scott Hall's the guy who just passed away recently.
Okay. Yes.
He's the
that's
bad
it.
guy.
Oh, and he's in this movie.
I mean, he was in NWO.
Yeah.
So NWO,
Wait, that's the guy who passed away, right? The one with the long hair. Him?
the darker haired one.
Yeah. Okay.
So
That's where I used to him.
NWO, I mean, when I was in middle school, that was the thing. Everybody
who-
had an NWO shirt.
Yes, I've seen it, and I think I actually have one. I don't know where I got it, but they were kind of the bad boys, right? Of
They were the
wrestling?
bad guys. Yeah, they were the New World Order.
New World Order. Okay. But-
DDP.
I know him from his yoga.
Yoga.
Yeah, this is crazy. Who's that guy?
That's Eric Bischoff. He's been talking. He has white hair now. That's him right there.
Oh, that's him?
Yeah. He's been on WWE a few times lately that you've seen.
That's crazy. Aging, man. That shit sucks.
I wonder if we can put
What?
captions on. I don't want to pause it, though.
Oh, okay.
Next time we'll do it.
Yeah.
Because it's hard when we're talking to keep up with
Hear
what they're
what's going
saying.
on, too.
Yeah.
You're going to put captions on for me?
Only for this. I hate captions.
I love captions. I like to caption every single thing. All right, so Scotty says, I think he came out of to challenge for the SmackDown Tag Team Championship with a new opponent, but because of this, he may challenge Roman for the Universal Championship or both.
I agree. I think that's what originally was happening. But I think they're building. I think the Usos may be double belt. What do we call them? Two belts.
Two belt Usos?
Uso two belts.
Uso two belt? I don't know.
I think right now, the only way Roman Reigns loses is if the Usos turn on him, and I don't know when they're ready for that.
Do you see that ever happening, though? I mean,
Eventually, it always happens, right? Eventually,
but they're family.
the bloodline.
Family.
Yeah, Roman Reigns is a little disrespectful to them boys, though.
Well, they got to, like, do what he says, you know? Get in line. He's daddy.
Falling like he's daddy.
He's daddy, and when they say sit, when he says sit, they sit.
Yeah, I think they're only gonna do that for so long. So they were teasing for a long time. It was Scott Hall and Kevin Nash, and they were teasing who was the head of the NWO.
Okay. This is when he was in the NWO? Or this?
No, I believe this is the end of like the
WWE?
All-American Hulk Hogan run.
Oh, because they're saying everything had changed, right?
Yeah, I
The
think he
culture
started
and
to
stuff.
feel like, you know, the crowd
over
wasn't
it.
popping for him as much anymore.
Yeah. That's crazy.
This is why everybody always wanted John Cena.
To what?
I think the only option for the Usos to turn on him is when The Rock shows up. I agree, but when does The Rock show up? That's the question.
I don't know.
When will The Rock show up to make the turn? Maybe SummerSlam. SummerSlam seems like a good time. You could plant the seeds at least for that.
Savage is here. That stage, man.
Yeah, WCW had these elaborate like stages that look like they were set up by like a theater department.
Okay.
And like this is on the beach, I think.
Oh shit.
This is Bash at the Beach. I think they do this event on the beach. I'm not sure, but I believe that they would do this on the beach.
That's actually kind of cool.
Yeah, oh yeah.
That's really cool, actually.
It's like the Jericho Cruise.
Yeah. I think the Jericho cruise sounds so cool in theory. I just will never get on a cruise ship. They just freak me out.
I agree. I'm not a big,
Especially when we
not a
saw them
big
like
boat
up
guy.
close. They're so huge. It freaks me out.
So that's Sting with the colored face.
Was that really?
That's Sting.
That's crazy. Dude, this
Those
dude,
glasses are dope.
they are cool, but like he didn't change his hairstyle. What's crazy though is that hairstyle is coming back in style.
Hey man, it comes all the way around.
Yep. I remember like a mullet was like, oh my god, you got a mullet. Ew. Either the Usos return on Roman or Roman will turn on the Usos. But I think the only option for that to happen is if another family member steps in, like The Rock. Oh, he already said that. Just kidding.
Yeah. Yeah. There's like another Uso in NXT. He's not going by Uso, but he's another Uso
The
in
baby?
NXT.
Is he like a baby brother or something?
I think so. I think he's baby brother.
I think I saw him one time. But Peter Rosenberg. Peter Rosenberg looks little.
Look, so here.
What's going on here? What's happening? What's going on?
This is kind of the formation.
Of? Who's that guy?
Bobby Heenan. He's a good guy. He's Hulk.
That Sting with the colorful pants on?
Uh-huh. I believe it. That's what I saw.
Was he always Sting?
No, wait. I don't know who's down on the ground. That's Macho Man, isn't it?
Oh, ooh.
That's Macho Man. Yeah, see, so this was like a big deal right
no.
here because he's going against the good guy.
And that's the bad guy.
They're
Those are the bad
that's
guys.
these are the original members of the NWO right here.
Those three guys.
Yeah.
Okay. The New World Order. That would be like, was John Cena ever a bad guy?
No, well, I guess technically early in his career he kind of in the middle, but he's never been
Like
I think
full
like
heel.
a full heel.
So that would be like John Cena going like,
Yeah, and that's like why everybody wanted John Cena because they wanted this kind of like Hollywood Hogan run with John Cena.
dude.
Yeah,
that
I mean
is
like
crazy.
people were throwing shit at them.
They were that mad.
Well, like this, you have, like, I try to explain, like, this is back when, like, people were so hardcore into wrestling and there wasn't the dirt sheets the way they are now where you just, like, everybody had access to them.
Yeah. I guess that's crazy, yeah, when you think about it. Like,
But you can
can't just
imagine,
Google
like-
stuff like, did Hulk Hogan really turn heel?
Well, and it was just so unexpected.
Well, because like when Rick Boogs got hurt, I literally Googled like, is he hurt?
Yeah,
right
exactly. Like you have access to information immediately. But you used to have to just wait until they explained it to you.
That's crazy. I didn't know that. I never really knew who the NWO were. So
Yeah. So this was now, so all of a sudden the biggest face in wrestling's a heel.
This is in WCW, right?
This is in WCW.
Okay. That half bald guy, he's like a famous announcer, right?
Yeah, I think that's Mean.
Is that the
I
Let's
think
Get
I'm going to say
Ready to
Mean Gene
Rumble?
Okerlund
that
is his
guy, or
name.
no?
No, it's not. It's not Bruce Buffer.
All right.
Let me look that. I think it's Mean Gene Okerlund.
Oh my God.
Yeah, and I think he passed away
There was
this
a
last
freaking
year.
riot.
Oh yeah, man, this was a big deal. This was crazy. I'm telling you, you don't understand. Like, you've seen PG wrestling.
Yeah. Well, I've seen highlights and stuff. Like
This
that's
is
why I was so
when-
excited when like they had a freaking Brock Lesnar came in with the
Yeah, but
tractor and
even
stuff.
then, like this was like people. There was passion for this.
Oh man.
Slipknot.
Yeah.
Whoa! I'm telling you, I'm gonna get on one of these
This is
documentaries.
crazy. They are kind of what? Oh. Dude, do you remember those freaking like wrestler
Look, I
pillows?
mean, like, look at the kid crying.
Aw.
That's his hero.
Yeah, that's sad. Oh my God, that's how I felt, lady. Oh, they're
But this
telling
is-
them it's okay. It's
this is what I try to
okay.
explain to you when
oh
we
my
went-
God,
When we went to WrestleMania 30 and the Undertaker lost, like
I
it
had
was
no
a
idea.
big
Like
deal.
the crowd was going crazy, and I was just looking at you like, "Are we done yet?" Now I wish I could go back and like really experience it because it was so cool when he came back this last time.
Hog Wild.
Who's Hog Wild? That's
This
him?
was like a biker event.
Oh, that's probably at like Sturgis.
I don't know
That's
if it was
usually-
Sturgis back then, but I think it was.
It's like the biggest biker event. I know that from
At
reality
some
TV.
point, spoiler alert, I never really cared for Hulk Hogan. I never was a fan. I've always been WWE. I've never been a big Hulk Hogan guy, but I know there's lots of people who are big time Hulk Hogan people. And this is interesting. I'm learning as we go.
I'm learning lots of new stuff.
I do know that we're
I
gonna
know who
have to-
that is.
We got to change the color. Yeah, I know who that is. That's all crazy.
We got to change the color of what?
The chat, because when I'm looking at
It's
it,
like bright blue.
it's blue, and that's not a very contrasting color, so I can't see.
No. Okay.
Just for men. Look at him.
That's crazy. Ooh, I remember that guy. What it was that Rocky and Bullwinkle, right?
Yeah, or it was one of those Hanna-Barbera things.
It was Sturgis. I was fucking correct.
Was it really?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
That's reality TV for you.
You're seeing the chat before I am.
Yeah. That's a nice pose there.
We should just make Jay do this show with us because I guarantee you Jay knows all
He
of
could
this
probably
shit.
answer all of my
And
questions.
we could just ask him a bunch of questions.
And then he's going to tell me, well, actually, they started at Sturgis in 1973. It was the first time that they ever
Because
came
I
into business.
guarantee you I've said at least 5 false statements tonight that are just entirely not true.
I was like, it happens.
This show is just going to be people fact checking me.
That's a cool little cutoff shirt he's got there.
Oh shit, is that fucking Dave Meltzer's awards?
I don't know. Those guys were
I just
big.
poured water all over myself. Trying to be cool.
The wrestlers were very big back then, like physically big.
I mean,
was-
that's the thing that like I talk about with AEW is like
Yeah.
wrestling was always larger than life. These guys are even just normal guys were huge. And then WCW had I believe it was the cruiserweight division,
Which would be like the
which was
smaller
the smaller guys.
Which makes sense,
Which
right?
is just now AEW. So look,
True.
he took that belt, which is the belt back here,
Yeah.
and he spray painted NWO on it.
Okay.
He liked that boat, I noticed. Mm-hmm. So I was watching WWE at this time, and then
Okay.
my best friend Nathan was real big on WCW. So that's where I would
Yeah.
get this information from, was from him.
This is 90s, right? I mean, you can tell by the way
Yeah.
people are
Oh, yeah.
dressed. and
Oh, yeah.
That's awesome. I'm down for that.
What's going on? Nezha Hex.
That's, what's his name?
Who?
I think it's Scotty,
What?
right? Yeah, it's
He said,
Scotty.
how's it going? Is he talking?
Neza,
He's talking to
Neza
Jay.
Hex is Scotty. He said, hey to Jay. What's up, Jay? What's up, Jay?
I hate screen names, and it's not like anybody's personally, but like
I don't have
you're referencing him
any.
as Scotty. So I'm looking for Scotty. I finally figure out that the chat's on the other side of the screen. Was that Dr. Phil? Is Dr. Phil a wrestling fan?
I guess so. Dr. Phil knows everything. I love Dr. Phil. The doctor who's not really a doctor.
The doctor who's not a doctor.
The doctor's in. What's up? Jay says he's just a know-it-all. But a funny know-it-all. I'll give him that. The New World Order. Yeah, I was watching MTV during this.
Yeah, I believe that you weren't a wrestling
MTV Spring Break.
nerd like me. It was
It
all
looks cool as shit, though.
It
I
was-
will
man,
say
it was
that.
fun. Wrestling-
I probably missed out as a kid and did not know it.
it was for me. It was all basketball and wrestling.
Yeah.
I had a giant stuffed tiger that I won from like SeaWorld. I beat the life out of that thing in my room. I was rock bottoming it off the top bunk bed.
You had a wrestling buddy before there was one.
Yep. That
That's
poor
funny.
Siberian tiger.
What is this thing? They like.
Wolf Pack.
Okay.
That was the Wolf Pack. Look, that was Dennis Rodman. At one point, Dennis Rodman joined the NWO.
Do you really?
And Karl Malone joined DDP, and they had a match.
The basketball player.
Karl Malone.
Okay.
I'm Karl Malone. Booker T.
I like Booker T.
Booker T was a big deal in WCW.
NWO.
Those
Light.
shirts. I mean, that and the
That's
Stone.
something that I
it was
know.
that and Zombie Juice. All right. See, now we're just putting people up on the screen. These aren't even celebrities anymore. This is just some guy they found on the side, and they're like, "What's your name? Zombie Juice." All right, we're gonna put you on the documentary tonight.
Flatbush Zombie.
I mean, those NWO shirts and Stone Cold
wait.
Steve Austin shirts.
So is he a wrestler or is he a singer?
Zombie Bush?
Yeah.
Wait, what was his name? Zombie Bush? Was that his name?
Yeah, Zombie Bush. It was a sign for the Turkish mafia. What was the sign for the Turkish mafia?
The thing we were doing with your hands.
Oh, this thing. Okay.
See, there you go. I threw out a fact that had
Damn.
zero. Do you have a phone or something going off?
No. Wait.
Yeah, you
yes,
do.
I do.
Just go turn it off.
Okay.
Oh shit! They had a NASCAR. I didn't know they had a NASCAR. Look at them like in the ring. Look at that. Dennis Rodman. Why when you do a documentary do you like always have to look off the camera? Why is that a thing?
Maybe so you look more natural. I
I
guess?
feel like it's the cool look. The farther you're looking away from the camera, the cooler you are. I'm gonna do mine with my back turned.
All right, Jay's given us a fun fact.
I want to hear it.
Fun fact, the NWO loved Booker T because his matches were so good, the announcers could talk about them during his matches. Okay. The dud was... What? Oh. That dud was a teen when the 90s were going on. Zombie juice? I guess.
He's
that
saying,
dude.
He's saying, okay.
Zombie juice. Perhaps one less people.
The EC.
What happened? I don't get it. What
He's
happened
saying
with the?
that there were more people in an ECW ring and it collapsed.
Oh. I still don't get it, but okay.
Basically that the ECW ring didn't have as much strength as that WCW ring.
Oh, okay.
I think you were up doing something when there was a scene where there was a ton of people in the ring at once.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I set my alarm.
I guess I've never thought about how much weight a wrestling ring could hold.
I don't know.
Not gonna lie, got online the other night.
You were fucking gonna buy a wrestling
Was
ring, weren't
researching wrestling rings. Found one for about $4,500. Probably the least safe thing in the world.
What are we gonna do with the wrestling ring? Is my question.
I mean, I feel like I could just podcast from the middle of the ring.
Oh my god.
That would be, I mean, I could podcast in the ring.
No,
When everybody talks shit and tells me that I've never taken a bump, I can just stand up and fall over and then get back up at my desk.
I think what would be super cool is to turn a wrestling ring into a bed.
That's a little bit big. Look at that.
Who cares? Like
Spray
if you
paint
were like had like just
it.
like
But I want to take the wrestling ring and then I want to fill it like a foam pit.
oh, that would be kind of cool.
Like that foam stuff we went to that trampoline place.
Yeah.
So I could just jump off the top rope and land on something really soft. Because I'm not taking any real bumps.
I think I could take you. Fuck you too. What's going on, Dustin?
I'm trying to pick back up where I am.
All right, the lunatic.
So more and more people
That
started
sting?
joining the NWO as it went. It was like half the WCW roster at one
Okay.
point. And I think, here I go, I'm just going to throw out shit, and this could be right or wrong. I think at one point it was kind of Sting and his group versus the NWO.
Okay.
That was the big sell. And then I remember at some point Goldberg becomes relevant, and like Hulk Hogan tases him with like a cattle prod. I'm sure we'll get there.
Like, does he? Oh, like he legit?
Yeah,
tases
like
him?
I think like, you know, Sami Zayn got the sound effects. I think Goldberg got tased.
Imagine when Goldberg tells him like.
I don't know. I was like
"You're a bitch,
14
bro."
years old, so when I saw it, I believe he got tased.
All right, so why was Bischoff forced out of WCW? What happened?
I guess TNT. I don't know. I would guess this is when the ratings started turning.
Who's that guy?
So I think that's Vince Russo.
Yeah, he said Vince Russo. Ooh, he's gangsta. He's got like
Some tats.
tats. All right.
So I don't remember any of this
Vince
stuff.
Russo?
Yeah.
Locker room. Sorry.
Yeah. all right. Jay said the ratings fell just a tad bit.
Was Vince Russo?
Jay said that's an AEW ring that I'm talking about.
Oh, the $4,500 one?
Probably, yeah.
It's like, maybe it was. That was one cool thing is that when we went, like, seeing them, like, break it down and take it all apart.
Is there, I wonder, I don't know this. Is there a difference in ring size from AEW to WWE?
You said you don't remember because that's when everybody quit watching that dude.
Wait, what? You just answered a whole different question.
I did answer that question differently. So I don't know if there's a difference between AEW and a WWE ring. But when we went, I literally told you, like, I felt like the AEW ring was smaller.
Well, it's just because the whole building was smaller.
It was. That's true. But then I was referring to the fact that when that Vince Russo guy came on, Jay saying that's when everybody stopped watching. That's why you don't remember it.
Gotcha.
Ba-
Oh, yeah. In 2000,
I think I would have loved to have gone to a bash at the beach.
that would have been fun. In 2000, that's my sophomore year of high school. So I was heavy into basketball then. I was probably done with wrestling for a minute.
So then I was like
I didn't get back into it till
Freshman?
college.
or I would have been in 8th
You'd have
grade.
been in 8th grade.
Yeah. Ooh. Sabotage.
Have him killing everybody.
Yeah. How can you beat everybody and not get the title?
That's what he's talking about.
So Jay's breaking down the sizes for us. I think it would be pretty interesting to actually know
That's very interesting. I had
if they were two different sizes. I don't know
I
how
had
you can find that out.
zero idea that there were different size wrestling rings. Look at this. This has become Jay. We're just gonna call this Jay's educational class.
Fact checked us for.
Yeah, I had no clue that.
Instead of Google it, we're gonna J it.
And then there was at one time the TNA ring, which had like 5 or 6, 8 ropes. It was like an octagon.
Oh.
I guess that's
Wait, was
8
that
ropes,
the one where
right?
they did all those like crazy flips and stuff? I feel like we watched one with like people with masks on.
Lucha. That was Lucha Underground.
Okay, and they had like a weird wrestling ring, right?
No, I don't think it was weird shaped.
No?
I don't think so.
I don't know.
TNA had the weird shape ring.
Maybe that's what I saw then. You think he was genuinely pissed off there? Those
It looked
jeans,
like it.
man. That's awesome.
AEW's 20 by 20. Okay.
Okay.
So AEW and WWE have the same size ring.
It was because it was just a smaller venue.
Yeah, I think the size difference, and also probably because when we buy WWE tickets, we're on the floor, and when we bought AEW tickets, we could touch the ceiling.
That's okay. It's okay.
Man, when we first got to the AEW thing, I thought I was going to have a panic attack.
But it really was not that high up.
No, but it's just
just
the
that
depth
because,
perception wasn't, it didn't feel comfortable.
Well, yeah, but also because you felt like you were at the top because that was the top of that building.
Yeah, definitely.
So, nothing compares to WrestleMania.
Russo announced that
Hogan
Hogan
really
was
out of
gone from
WCW?
WCW. Okay, so he's gone.
Storm Center ring.
Why you got so many alarms on your phone?
No, I know what happened. I was trying to set my alarm for 8 o'clock this morning, and now I know why it didn't go off. I was like, man.
So this is where
Sorry, guys.
Vince bought WCW.
Brother.
Man, my memories of Hulk Hogan were at WrestleMania 30 when he came out. He was lit, and he came out and he yelled the wrong arena, and everybody
We're
just
at
booed.
the Silver Dome.
Yeah, he said, "What's up, Silverdome?"
And then like, Superdome. So I will say, that was like one of the scariest times was going into our seats there.
Oh,
because everybody was
that
just
arena is poorly built,
so
or
packed
stadium,
together.
whatever you call it.
Like I remember holding on to you for life because like I had to slip through.
It
like,
has
a
the
whole
smallest hallways
hallways.
for a building that holds that many people.
I agree. And then I didn't want to get good night and goodbye. Okay. So this is WWE now?
Yes, this is after the purchase.
Okay. The Rock looks like a baby.
Yeah, see, I wouldn't have been watching this. This was after I stopped watching. I remember how big of a deal it was. I remember people talking about Hulk Hogan versus The Rock.
Yeah.
That it was a big deal.
I wonder how old he was there.
March 17th, 2002.
I feel like that was like not that long ago, but when you think about it, it really is
Ooh,
like almost
so
20
long.
years.
It was 20 years ago.
Yeah. I think The Rock looks better now.
Let you make that judgment.
Well, because he looks like a little baby there.
It looks like The Rock.
Rock from the Ballers.
You like Ballers Rock.
Ballers Rock. I thought AEW ring.
Oh, wow. So it was that long that he was Hollywood Hogan.
For how long?
10 years?
Oh, that's crazy. That's a long time to have a gimmick. I wonder who the person in wrestling to have the longest gimmick is. Is it Sting?
Undertaker. Probably Undertaker.
I mean, yeah, Undertaker.
Undertaker's been doing it forever.
But he wasn't always
I
the
don't know if
Undertaker,
that,
right?
that was a completely bullshit statement because I have no idea who done it the longest. With a gimmick, though. And by gimmick, you mean like a character, right?
Yeah, like the same person, like, you know, Rock before.
Because you would say, I mean, you would consider Hulk Hogan, this is a different gimmick because it's still Hulk
it's not
Hogan.
the same Hulk Hogan.
Gotcha.
Yeah, I mean,
Okay.
like the same gimmick. Like,
Okay. I don't know. That's interesting.
Yeah, these are the
I mean,
questions.
Bruno
that go through my
Sammartino,
mind.
I don't know how long he wrestled.
I don't know either.
He said he was Hollywood Hogan for 6 years.
Okay.
Whoever that was on the fucking TV lied to us.
They needed Jay's fact checks.
They do need Jay. Jay needs to be producing these damn documentaries. John Cena's out here lying to people. Ooh, yeah, it was time to let that hair go, Hulk.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, that's what I'm saying. Like, bro.
Yeah.
Those are kind of cool.
That's why when we talk, like, what's funny is all these people get pissed off when you have opinions of like the greatest of all time, but it's all so fucking relevant to like when you watched and it, like, what moment were you most into it?
Yeah, I know. I agree. Like, these might have been really amazing things that happened, but I don't know them, so I can't speak on them.
Well, exactly, and like, I don't have the same. Like, Hulk Hogan doesn't have a ton of relevancy to me.
So,
But I can see he's a big deal. Like, I can see the way that people react. But when I'm making a Mount Rushmore, Hulk Hogan didn't affect my wrestling watching that much. I was into The Rock, Stone Cold.
so Jay thinks that it might be Jerry the King Lawler or Ricky Morton.
Who was talking?
No. That has had the longest, like.
Oh, that's interesting. Jerry the King Lawler. I didn't think about that.
What's going on? Why is there like paint all over their body? I mean, he's pretty fit for an old man.
Who's that, Hulk?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
I don't know how old he is, or he's just like balding, but
so Jay was saying they kind of changed the plan on the fly
oh, because everybody didn't like
because
it.
they all wanted Hulk Hogan.
So literally, as they were fighting, they changed it, or like right
I guess so.
before?
I guess that's what Jay's saying. That's what they're saying there is that they changed it on the fly.
Change his game plan for the match. pyro powder. I just said 2022. It clearly says 2002. Might need to put these glasses back on. Spectacles. That's who I know Hulk Hogan as. Like, that's my Hulk Hogan.
Technology has ruined the, like, entryways. As cool as, like, that new giant video wall is in WWE, it takes away, like, the uniqueness from the events.
I agree. I mean, I could see
like,
that.
you saw the bash at the beach and stuff like that.
That was so
cool.
I think the real elements are cool. I think all the pyro is amazing, right? Like, there's nothing like, though, getting, like, confetti thrown on you. Just
oh, man, I saw a video of them cleaning up after WrestleMania.
Really?
There was shit everywhere. That just made me, that confetti made me think, like, when that cannon goes off, you know the janitors and shit are like, really? We had fucking do confetti tonight?
Well, I mean, also one thing I'm going to complain about WrestleMania and every sporting event that you go to. I fucking hate that they won't give you your damn bottles.
What is I still don't understand the reason, like, they don't want you to have a bottle with a cap on it.
Okay? I mean, I put our drinks on the floor. Somebody knocked it over. I put it in a place where they couldn't hit it, you know, like so the kids wouldn't hit it.
But
the poor people in front of us, I felt bad because they had like
7 drinks spilled on them.
Their poor feet were probably like wet. And the lady was so nice. She's like, "It's okay." And I was like, "I'm sorry." And then also, like, the chairs are so close together. Like, luckily, you know, I got to sit next to the kids, but I know it's all about that money. But, you know, it's one of them.
What?
What?
When you Google stuff, sometimes you get the craziest answers.
What did you Google?
Why can't you have... Because for a while, they were giving you the bottle without the cap on it.
Yeah.
It says, the reason we remove the caps is for safety, so that if people throw the bottle, it's not... I guess the liquid will fall out and not hurt. I mean, is that a huge problem? Lots of people throwing bottles?
Oh, I see what you're saying. That they're afraid they'll become weapons?
I guess they're saying that the liquid, like, if you throw it, but I don't think the liquid goes out that fast. If you throw a full bottle of Coke, that's still going to hurt.
Yeah, I agree too. But also, like, when your drink spills, you're just kind of fucked.
So they didn't ever show the...
Oh, man, was it over?
That's
already?
it.
Oh.
They never showed the tasing.
Exciting.
Come on, John Cena, give me all the things I want to see.
You didn't go over.
I
Reality
learned a little
TV,
bit there. I learned more from Jay than I did
Yeah.
from John Cena.
I agree. Cleaning up the powder and the soot is the worst part.
Clean up
I
the
agree.
power in this.
The powder and the soot from the pyro.
Oh.
I bet that's hard.
That's inside information right there. I would have never thought about that.
No, I agree.
How that gets discharged onto the floor.
Yeah, I'm personally, it'd freak me the fuck out if I was coming out and it was just so. Who's Thunderlips?
Thunderlips. I don't even
Thunderlips?
know what
What's
Thunderlips
Thunderlips?
is. So I feel like I need to Google
I
the
know.
Thunderlips.
I'm gonna have you Google it for me. Show me. Tell
Hopefully,
me
after
about
people
it.
watch this video, they understand that this genuinely is a casual wrestling podcast.
I'm learning. I'm learning here. I'm excited.
This isn't fake.
No, it is not.
Ah.
And that we'll also learn that you allow me to talk. Right? I had
People tell me all the time that I talk
never
over
let her
you.
talk. I don't want to talk.
I'm excited when I talk
Because
about
I ask
things.
questions like this, and then they'll be like, "Is that girl dumb?"
Oh, Rocky 3. Yeah.
Okay.
It's from Rocky 3. Yeah, I don't know. I'm interested to see what the other ones are like, but to me, there's a lot more information on Hulk Hogan than 45 minutes.
I agree.
Maybe The Miz. That's the next one. We'll do The Miz next week.
Which will be fun because I know the Miz from the real world.
We know
That's
more
an
about
exciting
The
one for
Miz. And I feel like The Miz's career fits a little better into 45 minutes. The Miz had a hot run as a heel.
I don't know The Miz though.
Back WrestleMania 27, leading up to his main event with John Cena. I was like hardcore. I was driving to Dallas, to Austin. I was going like from place to place to see Monday Night Raw.
Damn.
I remember that's where I caught the John Cena shirt was during that run.
And where did you catch the beer can?
The beer can was in Atlanta. I caught Stone Cold's beer can in Atlanta, and that was the funniest thing because it's like, what do you do with a empty beer can? I ended up having it up for a long time. You tried to throw it away. Eventually we threw it away because it kind of started to stink.
Yeah. And then I think during like one of our moves, it got thrown away. Actually, I think my mom might have thrown it away.
I mean, whatever. So. But yeah, I got that Cena shirt came from Austin. I remember
316.
Cena was in the ring, and I think he was making fun of Vicky Guerrero at the time.
All right.
Cool. Thank you guys for watching. Thank you to Jay for participating and helping out and adding a ton. Thank you to Scotty for coming by, hanging out. Hopefully we'll figure out. I don't know that Saturday night's going to be the night for this.
Yeah, we'll see.
I'm not sure. This was just the night we had available to test this out. But we'll figure out what the best night is to do this.
In time and stuff.
And in time and see how it goes. I know Corey wanted to watch, but he's on vacation. So cool. Thank you guys for watching. Go ahead, run the outro.